your favourite baker, your favourite baker, make me a cake as fast as you can. Alright, okay, so I was interested in this article on tourism in the Philippines, and it turned around and was saying about flights. There's 200,000 people tourists have come into the Philippines since it opened up in February. Great. And then I started thinking about, if I wanted to go back to the UK and I wanted to turn around and take Annie with me, what are the options? And at the moment, I did a conversation yesterday because I saw some Brits at SM City. So the options are, you can book online, and if you book online you can go through an agent, or you can go through a website that links you into the airline. So I looked at that last night and I put in DAVAO to UK flights, Turkish Airways do it, Qatar Airways do it, and Singapore do it. So Singapore Airlines from Davao to Manila, Manila to London, Heathrow. Turkish Airways are a third-party carrier, Philippine Airways from here to Manila, Manila to Istanbul, Istanbul to London, Heathrow. Qatar is Scoot Airways from Davao, but they book it for you. Scoot Airways from Davao to Manila. Manila you transfer to Qatar Airways. Qatar Airways to Doha. Doha to London Gatwick. Okay? So I was looking at that on Doha. So I was looking at that online last night, and Qatar Airways, let's start with the bottom line, was £519. So £519 is divided by 68 is around, what's that going to be? It's going to be about 34,000 pesos. Okay. So if I was taking Annie, that's going to be 64,000 pesos. So it's £1,000 to fly Qatar back to the UK, which is at the present rate 68,000 pesos. So Turkish Airways, it's a bit more. It's £900 each. So that's £1,800. So you're looking at 68,000 pesos, 68,000 pesos for Annie, roughly. As they say, they're not on the travel sites, these things are subject to change. Now Singapore Airways is £800 as of last night, but the flight has only got 3 tickets available at that price of £1,017 for 2, which is about 60,000 pesos, which is a good deal. I can see why their flights are full. So you fly Singapore Airways, however, they don't have the Singapore airline connection on the dates I want to travel. You'd have to turn around and travel outside of Singapore Airways flight from Davao to Manila, which is another £200 each, so it's another £400, so that's another 33,000 pesos on top of that. So it starts off at 60, ends up near 70,000, so they're all roughly in the same ballpark. Flight times, Singapore Airways is looking at 23 hours, Turkish Airways is looking at 31 hours, and Qatar is looking at 24. That must be very, very slick links and connections. So when I flew out here 4 years ago with Singapore Airways, I paid £525 return flight. So using the 4-year comparison, they're all very similar prices to what I paid when I was living in the UK, flying to Davao and then flying home. Yeah. Now, you're looking at 60,000. Now, Annie needs to get a Schengen visa for London, for the UK. That's going to cost her 15,000 pesos. That's what I've just been advised by the travel agent downstairs. Now, that might be 1,000 for the visa and 14,000 for the travel agent downstairs. But you have to go through a travel agent to get the Schengen visa online. Yeah? Because you present the information and your passport, they turn around and then send it to the Schengen office, or the visa office here in Davao, because you're a Filipina, and you then turn around and get your visa back for the period you're travelling on your ticket. So I'm going to go and have a look online and see if I can apply for a Schengen visa for Annie online. But it looks like at the moment I'm being advised she can't. So it's a 15,000 peso fine. So I also asked, as I said on my earlier video, you get these little blocks in the bottom of the airline tickets saying quarantine fee required, visa fee required, insurance required. So the insurance on Scoot and on Turkish and on Qatar and on Singapore, all sitting around the same, 2,500 pesos. So that's going to be 5,000 pesos for me and Annie. You can't just get one insurance. Okay, then you need to turn around and you need to get your clearance to come out of the Philippines. Well, I don't need that because I'm on an SRV. Annie just needs her visa, which she'll turn around and get, and she needs her passport. However, this is where it all goes a bit Pete-tong. It all goes a bit pear-shaped. That's option 1 through the internet and using Google and flight scanner and all of those lovely flight companies that give you the information, and you can book through them or you can book direct. They're very, very similar. Now, I've come down to SM today and I've gone to 2 agents downstairs. One of them is Victor, which I've just turned around and I've just gone into. It's this travel agent, yeah. So there's that travel agent, Victor, or there's Philippine Airways, which is here. The Cebu office here is now closed. They only have the Philippine office and Air Asia sitting here, and they're the ones that will fly you to pick up your connecting flight with Qatar Airways. Well, here's the map. This is on the basement floor. I did. The other one turns around and says they don't have any flights, only domestic in the Philippines. They don't do any international flights now. Strange, isn't it? So I went to Victor and I turned around and said I'm looking for a flight from Davao to London Gatwick, Davao to London Heathrow. So they can do it on the dates I want, which is the 4th of June to the 5th of July this year. So all the dates are exactly the same, whether online or anything. So up comes Singapore Airways. Yeah, no problems at all. Remember, Singapore Airways is around 60,000 plus the added insurance costs, yeah, plus your added handling Schengen fee for Annie. Okay, so I've just said to the woman downstairs, she's gone, yeah, we have a flight, it's 3 seats available. Okay, yeah, no problem at all for those dates. How much is it? So what is it? Let's have a look at this. 174,000 pesos. Then you need a PCR test, which is 2,400 peso. Then you need your Schengen visa, which is 15,000. And there's no no recommendation from a travel agent about having a yellow card or a Vaxcert COVID-19 paperwork. Now I find that strange. I find it shocking that it's 174,000 pesos for a single ticket when you can get it online. Bit of a scam there. And then, oh, where else is it here? Oh, where's it gone? Is that on invisible ink? Oh, she gave it to me. I can't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay. So Qatar Airways is 105,000 pesos through this travel agent going into Gatwick, and they have fees. Again, she mentioned about Schengen. Again, she mentioned about travel insurance for COVID, including COVID. Okay, but with Qatar, it's 2,900 peso, and I asked the reason why, because there's an extra airport in the handling of the luggage. Yeah, right. Okay. Now, also, she didn't mention about having a IATF Vaxcert certificate for your vaccination or the yellow card, now, which is the World Health Organization, which is recommended for you landing in London or landing in Gatwick. You need it to get in to the country, but they're not recommending it here. So I found that exercise a bit bloody bizarre. The online, it's one price, and going to an agent, it's virtually double. It's virtually double, yeah, and with loads of add-ons. So, would I go to Victor? No, I wouldn't. I would look online and I would pay online, doing like I've done in the past. But it's about finding out what paperwork you want if you want to go on an international flight and you want to turn around and take your girlfriend with you. Because me and Annie aren't married, so she's not going to come under my UK passport. So Annie would need to find 15,000 for a Schengen to get into UK. Me, I could just walk in and walk out. But white chicken, ma'am? Oh, look at that.
White chicken, no garlic.
Thank you very much. Salamat. Looks beautiful. New board. Oh, wow. There we go. There's my lunch. So, yes, the saga continues. I need to do a little bit more investigation, I think, and maybe I'll do a dummy run on booking online through cheapo fares or flight scanners or Google or Expedia or Kayak or one of those online sites. But I need to check with my bank that my MasterCard, I can use my MasterCard, and I'm going to let them know just in case they bounce my MasterCard to turn around and say I'm not allowed to book international flights on it. But I'm going to find that out tomorrow. Strange, really. It's very quiet here today, but I'm going to enjoy my lunch. Take care, guys.